Students, welcome back to the online classes for Triveni Memorial School. So today we are going to start the 8th chapter for class 3rd, that is plants and animals need water. So here we are going to discuss and understand the importance of water, which is required not only by humans but also by the plants and animals. So we need water to live. So as you are aware, we require water for our survival. Similarly, plants and animals also need water for their survival. So, first of all, we are going to discuss how plants need water. What is the importance of water for the plants? So, plants need water. So, why the plant need water? Plant need water to make their food. So, the basic importance thing why the plant require water is to make their food. They make their food with the help of air, water and sunlight. As you can see here in the diagram, here this is the root part which is under the soil. This is the root part of the plant. Then this is the shoot part. It consists of leaves, stems, okay, and the plant will absorb the air as well as sunlight from the leaves part, and it will absorb the water from the soil with the help of the root. So plants need air, water as well as sunlight to make their food. As you know, rain is the main source of water on earth. Which is the main source of water on earth? The rain. So rainwater goes into the soil. So after it rains, some of the rainwater will seeps into the ground. That is, the rainwater is collected deep inside the soil. So this rainwater goes into the soil. Plant gets this water through their roots. So plant will absorb that water from the soil by which part? With the help of their root. So you will learn this in detail, student. The process by which plant make their own food is called as photosynthesis. You will learn that later on in high classes. So let's move on to the next part. Seed germination. Okay, so for that what you can do, you have to take some seeds and put them deep in some dry soil. So here we are taking some seeds and we are putting them deep inside the soil. In which kind of soil? In dry soil. So dry soil means which don't have water in it. So observe the seeds after a few days. So you have to observe those seeds. You notice that the seeds have not grown. So when you put some seeds deep inside which type of soil? In dry soil, those seeds after a few days, if you observe, they have not grown. What about else you have to do? Now you have to put some seeds in some moist soil. So now you have to take some seeds and you have to put them in moist soil. Moist soil means it has water in it. So you have taken seeds and you have put them in moist soil. Now you will observe that seeds have started germinating. Now those seeds which are put in, which are sown in moist soil, they have started germinating. Young plants come out of the seeds. From that seed germination, the seed after that seed germination has started, from that young plants came out. This shows that water is needed for the germination of the seed. So plants need water for making their food as well as seed need water for their germination. So as you can see here from this slide, this is seed germination. First of all, we have taken some seed, we have put that in soil deep inside here, we have taken that seed, then we have added water to that. So as you can see, a small part is coming out of this seed. This is how the seed germination begins. And later on, after a few days, if you observe, you can see the one more part which is coming above from that, and below it is growing. So this part which is going downward in that soil, this is going to develop into the root system, and the one which is growing toward the sky, that part is going to make a shoot system. So from that seed, the seed germinating has started and a young plant has developed. So from that, after a few days, if you will observe, this young plant will develop into a complete new plant. So this is important, that plant, that seed needs water for its germination. So let's move on to the next part, that is aquatic plants. So students, there are certain plants which cannot live without water. They require water for their survival. So such plants which lives in water are called as aquatic plants. These plants grow only in water. So these plants require just only water for their survival. Examples you can see here in the diagram. This is lotus and this is water hyacinth. So these two are aquatic plants and they live in water. Next is a small experimental base picture here. Here you have to take a potted plant and keep it without water for 3 days. So one potted plant you have to take and you have to keep it without water. That means you don't have to supply water to that plant for 3 days. What do you observe on the third day? So what you are going to see after 3 days? On third day you will see the plant has wilted. As you can see here, there is no water is given to this plant and it has wilted. Now water the plant for a couple of days. Now with the same plant you have to water it for a few more days. Then the plant begin to stand erect. A properly watered plant stand upright and erect. So as you can see here in the diagram, if you are not supplying water to that plant, it becomes wilted, and the same plant, if you supply water for few days, that plant stand erect. Okay, and it stands upright and erect, and flower blossom on it. As you can see, this is the flower part. So water is given to this. This is a healthy plant. So this experiment depicts us, or by this observation we can conclude that plants need water for their growth. Next is animals need water. So we have discussed that plants need water. What are the basic requirements why plant need water? So now we are going to discuss animals need water. So animals also need water. The wild animals drink water from pond, river and lake. So those wild animals, they are using water for drinking purpose. And what are the source of water? They drink water from ponds, rivers and lakes. So as you can see here, first picture tiger is drinking water. In the second picture you are seeing zebras are drinking water. Nextly, when you happen to see an elephant in a pond, it showers water on its body with its trunk. So as you can see here in the picture, this elephant, it is showering the water on its body with the help of its trunk. Which body part it is using to shower water? So this is the trunk part, and with the help of this trunk, it is showering the water on its body. It also takes bath in the water. Let's move on to the next part, that is aquatic animals. So similar to aquatic plant, there are aquatic animals. Aquatic animals that lives in water are called as aquatic animals. There are various examples for aquatic animals like fish, whale and octopus. So the first picture depicts a fish, the second one is a whale, and the third one you can see here is an octopus. Okay. Nextly, little need of water. So students, now you are aware that not only human beings but plants and animals also need water. So all plants and animals need water for their survival, but they do not need the equal amount of water. But the quantity of the water which is required by them is not equal. There are some plants and animals which need more water, whereas some others need less water. There are certain plants and animals which require more water, and there are others which needs less amount of water. So the aquatic plants and animals need most water. So the more water which is required by which organism? They are required by aquatic plants and animals. Those cannot survive without water. Take an example of a fish. If you take out a fish from an aquarium or a pond, so that fish, if you keep it outside water, so that fish will die, because fish is an aquatic animal and it cannot survive with water. So aquatic plants and animals need more water. They cannot live without water at all. Okay. So do you know that some plants and animals need very little water? So there are certain plants and animals which require less amount of water. So such plants and animals live in a place where there is little water is found. So these plants which require less amount of water, which require little amount of water, so those animals and plants are living at a place where there is little amount of water available. Okay, that place itself is having less amount of water available. So first of all, the plants and animals that need less amount of water, we are going to discuss certain examples. For example, plants, cactus. So the cactus plant is found in desert. You might be familiar with that. This cactus plant is found where? The cactus plant is found in the desert. where the little water is available and the soil is very dry. So this is a characteristic feature of a desert, that in a desert there is very less amount of water available, as well as the soil is dry soil. So the leaves in the cactus plants get converted into spines to reduce the loss of water. So as you can see here, this is the stem part. This green part which you are observing, it is the stem part. It is not the leaves. The leaves have been converted into spine, thorns, okay. And why it has been the leaves converted into spines? Because in order to reduce the loss of water, in order to prevent the loss of water, the leaves have been converted into spine. That is the reason why a plant like cactus can grow only in desert. Okay. Next, animal if we discuss. So those animals which require less amount of water, example is camel. So camels are also found in desert. Okay, you are well aware. You might have seen that camels live in desert. They live in a desert because they store water in their stomach. So, as you know, the availability of water is very less in the desert. So, how these camels survive there? Because they have the ability to store the water in their stomach. They will store the water in their stomach and utilize it later on. Okay. So, that is the feature how a camel survive in desert. So there are other organisms, other animals which will be found in desert. Example is your desert rat and desert snake. So this is a desert rat and this is desert snake. So these organisms also survive in desert. Let's move on to the exercise part, student. So first multiple choice question here is, plants get water from a dash. So we have to tell how the plant gets the water. Is it getting water from the river, soil or air? So as I have told you in the video, so plants will get water from the soil. How they are absorbing the water from the soil? With the help of their roots. So the correct answer is soil. Next is a plant which grows only in water. You have to name the plant which grows only in water. Example here options are cactus, neem or lotus. So those plants which lives only in water, they are called as aquatic plant. So lotus is an example of aquatic plant. So right answer is C option. Next, fill in the type question. The water hyacinth plant grows only in water because water hyacinth is an aquatic plant, so it grows only in water. Next is an elephant splashes water with its dash. So which part is used in order to splash water by the elephant? Its trunk part. Next is a fish is dash animal. So fish lives in water. So fish is an aquatic animal. Next is a cactus plant is generally found in. So you can find a cactus plant generally where? In the desert, where there is less availability of water. Next type of question here, student, is circle the odd one out. Here 4 options are being provided. You have to choose the one which is odd one. So let's begin. The first one is lotus, water hyacinth and water lily. So as the name suggests here, lotus, water hyacinth and water lily are the aquatic plants, whereas the rose plant is odd one out. Next is camel, whale, desert snake and desert rat. So as we have discussed, camel, desert snake and desert rats are aquatic. They lives in desert, whereas the whale is an aquatic animal. Next is fish, whale, octopus and camel. So fish, whale and octopus are the examples of aquatic animal. The camel is the one which lives in a desert. So this is odd one out. Nextly, you have given some pictures here. You have to write down the name of that. The first one is a water hyacinth. The next one is an octopus. The third one is whale and the fourth one is camel. Next, E part, you have to join the dots and write down the name of the picture and color them later on. So as the first one you can easily make out is a fish. Next one is a lotus and the third one is cactus. Let's move on to the next part of the exercise. First multiple choice question here is an animal that stores water in its stomach. So which animals have a feature of storing water in its stomach? A camel, a lion or a crocodile? So the correct answer is camel. The next is an elephant showers water on its body with its dash. So which part of the body is required, is used by the elephant to shower the water? Its teeth, trunk or the legs. So we have told that the right answer is trunk. So elephant uses trunk in order to shower the water on its body. Next is very short answer question. You have to write first one. Name two plants that grow in water. So the two plants which grow in water, examples are your lotus, water hyacinth or water lily. You can write down any two of them. Next is name two desert animals. The two desert animals are your camel, desert snake or desert rat. You can write only two of them here. Next is short answer question. Firstly, what happens when the seeds are put in wet soil? Wet soil means which contain water. So what will happen if we put seeds in a wet soil? The seeds start germinating. Next is, how does cactus plant survive in a desert? So as I told you, in the desert the soil is very dry and there is very less amount of water available. So these cactus plants, their leaves are converted into spine in order to reduce the loss of water. Because of these features, the cactus plant can easily survive in desert. Next is, last one is long answer question here. Firstly, what are aquatic plants? Give two examples. So aquatic plant students are those plants which lives in water, and the example of aquatic plants are your lotus, water lily, water hyacinth. Next is, what are aquatic animals? Name two aquatic animals. So what are aquatic animals? So aquatic animals are those which lives in water, and the example of aquatic animals are your fish, turtle, whale, etc. So by this student, we are completing our 8th chapter, that is plants and animal need water. Here we have learned that how plants as well as animals, they depend on water. What is the basic requirement of water for their survival. So by this we are completing this chapter. Hope to see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.